is where you're gonna get the majority of your, really? You're gonna get the, come on, man, what the crap is going on over here? I can't Austin Powers my way out of this. Hello, everybody, GrayStillPlays, and we're back with more Gold Rush. When we last left off, I was knee-deep in debt. And, like, not making enough money. I'm actually still knee-deep in debt. However, I am making money, which is really good. So something I found out was if we make the gold, this claim takes like a giant provision from our gold away. Like, I could make, like, let's say I made, I don't know, like 2,000 gold in a day. It'll take almost 1,000 of my friggin' gold. So what you gotta do is you gotta sell it if you made it that day. If you go to sleep and you let your people make the gold for you, totally doesn't take it. How do you like that bull crap? Let's go ahead and start everything up right quick. Hold on here. There we go. All right, that should be everything going. All the conveyor belts in there have you should be wandering around. Someone said again, I saw in the comment, they were like, Gray, don't leave the water running when you're doing a clean out. I've tested it, unless something's changed. If something's changed in like the last patch, then I'll have to go back and test it again. But I tested it pretty recently, and like me letting the water go through the moss, the amount of time that we allow it to happen is so negligible that I don't even see any difference. Like I reloaded and done it, and then reloaded and like allowed the water to stay on and took everything off, and I noticed absolutely no difference in the gold we got. I don't know, maybe one day they'll change it and it'll be significantly different. So one of the things I found when I was over here making money in there, have you, besides almost frickin' putting myself in this giant ass hole, is that there is right here, you can't actually tell, but this is a second hole over here. The original hole was right there. I've dug a giant secondary hole right here. That's another hole where, I know, obviously it's another hole. That is another area where lots of money can be made. Why is my thing like, almost looks like they were slightly levitating or something. Let's go ahead and turn the old Frankenstein drive on over here. How do you start up the conveyor belt? There we go, activate belt. That should do it. Activate the belt, activate the belt. Please activate the belt. Activate the belt, sesame. All right, do I have to turn the gas on and then activate the belt? Belt is not activating. I know it's very low on fuel, but it definitely has fuel left. Hold on a second here. All right, all my fault. All my fault. Press the wrong key. Typical Gray, no big deal. I gotta fill this up. That'll last us all day, that amount of fuel. So it's not like a huge deal, but I am eventually gonna have to fill that up. All right, so one of the things I gotta do, I gotta see if I can drive myself out of here without falling down the giant asshole. No big deal. No big deal. All right, let's, oh my God. All right, you ready for this? Watch this. Watch this. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yes. Good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Can I reach over here? I'm pretty sure I can reach. That's why I left it here. Hold on. Not really. We need to be a little bit closer. Hold on. Here we go. Plenty close. All right. Let's get up to 100%. We're almost at 100% right now. There's probably a lot of crap dirt in here because I've been widening out this hole. But this whole area right here that I'm over right now is a very, very good gold area. In fact, I'm going to start taking a little bit more of this topsoil out over here. Someone had mentioned, Gray, why don't you utilize the bulldozer? Well, first off, I didn't have enough money. But besides that, I kind of hate the bulldozer. Like, me and the bulldozer have a really, really bad relationship. Like, a really freaking bad relationship. I hate that creature. I hate it with a burning passion. Now, it's totally possible that the bulldozer is much better now. The problem is that I got to use the bulldozer when it was hopelessly broken and glitchy, and it created a disturbing amount of hatred that I now harbor for it. Essentially what would happen, back in the day, if you weren't around for those episodes, is I would bulldoze with the bulldozer, and then it would take the dirt, and it would invisibilize the dirt. And then what would happen is everything would get stuck, and whenever my excavator This is a terrible angle that we're at right now. We got to fix this angle a little bit. Whenever my excavator would try and get some dirt, couldn't do it because it was all friggin' invincible. Or not invincible, invisible. And the worst part was that the invisible dirt wasn't actually worth anything. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for invisible dirt if it's making me money. That's the whole purpose of our operation over here. The purpose of the operation is to make sweet, delicious gold money. God, this is terrible so far. Like, I am getting just an atrocious amount of dirt currently. Maybe if I come in slightly at the side over here. There we go. That's more friggin' like it. There we have it. We still have a lot further down to go, by the way. I think this area over here goes down to like 17 meters or something. Or 21 meters. It's deep. I mean, we're even sitting on top of a giant, you know, a giant hill, if you will, of dirt. So there's a lot of it to dig up. A lot of it. I've been digging away at this thing for frickin' days. I think the goal for the money expenditures today is I want to buy the better jigs. The duplex jigs. The upgrades to it. Because right now we have the basic duplex jig. And if you remember, there's the brand new, better duplex jigs now. Now also, I do want to get a second Frankenstein. If we could get a second Frankenstein, that is going to change our lives big time. Because first off, we're going to be able to move further out into the claim. And what we'll do is we'll keep chaining Frankensteins. We'll get more and more Frankensteins, and we'll slowly move across the entire claim with them until we're at that one area that has that 3x3 squares that we found with a ton of gold, where it was like a 200 gram gold concentration. We'll keep stacking these Frankensteins till we get all the way over there. Now the other thing is even if we get a second Frankenstein, and let's say we don't move, let's say we're still coring away at this area right here, it's still worth it. Because instead of having to swing all the way around like this, and this is chewing up precious time, instead of having to swing all the way around like that, we could have a Frankenstein that maybe starts like right here, for instance. So literally all I have to do is just like drop down, grab a scoop, pick it up, go over here and drop it, and then just go back and forth. In retrospect, was the Frankenstein worth it? The amount of money I paid for it, probably not. If I could buy 2 in one shot, I think it'd be worth it. If there was also like a really, really good gold area right next to the front over here, it would probably again be worth it. The problem is that the dirt is so shallow up in the beginning over here that you can't find a good, man, okay, this is ridiculous. Like getting a good handle on some dirt is becoming a real pain in my ass. I should be able to get a full scoop, but it's just super hard because of the angle that we're coming in at. All right, I'm using my little technique where I bring the bucket in and then bring it out as I go for the scoop, and that is definitely working much better. So we're probably gonna have to go that way for a while. You can see before we're getting like 1 and 2 and 3%. That is bullcrap. That is terrible. Instead, if you bring the bucket down here and then you bring it out as you hit the ground and then you scoop, you can get those deep extra pockets of dirt. There's going to be a much bigger concentration of gold in this deep dirt anyway, so it's better for us to get regardless. Oh yeah, see that was a full scoop right there. I can tell. Whenever you get to 4%, it turns to the 5%. That right there, my boys, is a full scoop. Let's go ahead and bring it back down here like so. There we have it. And we should get a nice full scoop. Yep, right there. A nice full scoop. I can feel it in my friggin' bones. In my golden bones. Oh, the sweet, delicious gold. I love this Frankenstein update. I just like being able to buy brand new equipment, I think, is the thing. That's the best. Someone else was saying, too, they were like, Gray, whoever the driver is, he's got to be getting dizzy by now. Yeah, you're right. Well, the driver's me. And I'm getting pretty dizzy, man. I've been going back and forth for days. You boys have no idea. Let's go ahead and drop this over here. That was not a full scoop. It was decent. That was about maybe like 4/5 of a full scoop. Oh, supposedly they added like oil pressure or something now too. So I don't know if repairing is going to be a thing here in the near future, that'd be fun. Like if you, well, it would suck because I'm already spending a ton of money. If they start making it to the point where you have to consistently buy new parts and repair everything, they better crank down the freaking cost of some of these items. Especially the cost of putting the different machines on the claim. That's still a giant kick in the nuts. And I feel like I shouldn't have had to pay it twice because I already bought it. Like I already spent like $1 million on opening up all the different areas and then it got took away from me. I understand that they made it to the point where you can have a lot more machinery and not pay for it, but I think didn't I just end up paying like another couple $100,000 just to get it done? I feel like I've been freaking gypped. All right, man, let's see how we're doing. We've been scooping gold for a little while. We should be getting close to the 90s at this point. Okay, so we're at 87 in some places, 84. We're at 83 in our buckets. It'll probably go up to 84 from the dirt that's coming in right now. It takes a long time. You don't know I watched it one point. Look, you can see the dirt flying off right now. I watched it one time. It takes like a minute for the dirt to get from there to there. So it doesn't happen instantaneously. So if you don't see your numbers growing, you just gotta wait until the dirt gets all the way over to the wash plant. I'm really happy with how we're doing right now. We may be getting some crappy topsoil, but I'm getting some deep soil as well. Like we've been getting deep down in here. Very happy about that. Right there, look at that. That is some deep soil right there. Deep soil. That should have a fantastic concentration of gold in it. That is going to pay the bills. I hope it's going to pay the bill. Now, to be fair, I've got like 2,400 grams of gold on me right now. It's not fantastic, you understand? It's maybe, what will that get us? Maybe like 120 grand or so? It's not going to be a ton. Well, unless gold has gone up. The last time I sold it, gold wasn't doing fantastic. But I had to sell it because I had to make money to continue to pay for all my loans. So, you can't spam hog pans anymore and have like, you know, like 40 workers just working all the hog pans. And I totally get it. That's pretty screwed up. But because of that, I fired almost everyone. So, there's now like 25 gold diggers without jobs at the moment. They all got the friggin' boot. Because they were costing me like, I don't even know, man. It was like 20 grand a day or something. I got my costs down to 4 grand a day right now. So 4,000 bucks right now is what my current employees are costing me in total. That's a pretty good pit we've created over here. Yeah, a pretty damn good pit. I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know which one's deeper, that one or the one over there by the mobile wash plant. Probably this one. Well, we were working at the other one over on the mobile wash plant for a while. I got to start kind of grinding away at this little corner over here. I want to get that corner right over there dug out so that the entirety of this pit is kind of the same distance downward. So we always know. So if this clean out isn't like an amazing clean out, we'll know that the next clean out will be absolutely massive. Because we'll be getting only deep dirt for that one. All this deep dirt. And you remember, we had that one clean out where we were getting nothing but deep dirt. And that was on like the mobile wash plant. And we were getting like 2,500 grams of gold per clean out, per bucket. And that was one bucket. And our current jigs do 4. That'd be amazing, man. If I could get 10,000 grams of gold in one single clean out. That'd be the biggest clean out we've ever gotten. If we can do that, that will clearly be the biggest clean out we've ever gotten. Look at this. I told you, this thing doesn't burn any gas at all. It's still at like 12%. I filled it up with a jerry can, of all things. That's how lazy I was. I could bring the mobile gasser over. I just have to grab the car so that I can pick it up. Getting close. 91, 92 over here. I would say maybe like 5 to 10 more scoops and we should be ready to do a clean out, and then we're gonna head over to town. We're gonna spend some money, and then we've got to install our brand new jig. All right, last bits of dirt are in. We're at 100% across the board, except for the hog pans. The hog pans are a little bit less over here. In fact, I'm gonna give it a couple seconds. I think there's still a couple of rocks just kind of shuffling through. Now, if that's at 100 and that's at 100, will the hog pans fill up quicker, I wonder? I don't know. For the most part, it seems like the hog pans always fill up much slower. So I'm not super worried about it right now. I think that they're probably done. Just for you guys, I'm going to turn off the water. How about that? There you go. I'm going to... Oh, wait, I can't turn off the water because I need this water. Well, hold on now. This water is being powered by this one? I think. Hold on. That start it. No, that starts that one over there. Ah, screw it. It's all interconnected anyway. It'll be fine. Trust me. Trust old Gray on this. It'll be friggin' fine. All right. Grab our bucket of gold. Over to the magnetite separator, as you do. And I gotta tell you, it's been close. There's been instances where I didn't put a bucket down there. You want to make sure that you have a bucket down by your gold, man. If you don't, you're gonna be real friggin' sad. Real friggin' sad. Let me tell you something else. All right, should be done in just a second. Let's go ahead and drop that down. What do we got going on over here? Oh, is this not on? I turned off the power or something? I turned off the power or something, didn't I? No, the power's on. That was weird. I had to turn the water off and then turn it back on again a couple times. I don't know. Maybe I missed it or something. 93% gold, eh? All right. So we're at 23.94. What do we got? 23.94. All right. Going up all right. 23.94. We got 100. All right. That's not too bad. We'll go any higher? Can we get 200 out of it? Again, we're not getting a ton of gold right now. We got like maybe 150. A lot of it was probably crap. I wonder if the miner's moss will give us a ton more gold. All right. So we were at 23.94 if I remember correctly. So we've got at least 600 and something. We may get around 700. 700 grams from just those buckets. Yeah, right around 700 grams for just those buckets. Now we have to do all the miner's moss. Oh, and the other thing, I don't really let my miner's moss sit up here for too long. Like, I grab it all, I throw it all down, and that's kind of how I do my thing. So it doesn't really stay on the water for very long. I guess I could probably leave one off, like leave the grate off, and just see how long it takes the 100% to go down with the water washing over it. What a pain in the ass this crap is. I wish I could hire a friggin' employee to do this part for me. The miner's moss is probably the part I detest the most. Where's the extra grill? Oh, did I throw, do I have two grills on top of one? Hold on a second over here. All right, I went and tested it real quick. I left one mat on there real fast and just kind of like let the water flow over it. Yeah, it's been sped up quite a bit. It moves at about 1% every like 4 or 5 seconds, it looks like. So it does matter, I guess. All right, fair enough. Fair enough, man. Let's see how pure the gold is over here. It takes a second to roll. You notice that? Like at first, it really doesn't appear that impressive. And then all of a sudden, the gold really starts trucking along. Oh, yeah. That's what I like to see. That is what I like to friggin' see. Keep it going, baby. Keep it going. There's plenty more where that came from. Wow. Wow. Those miner mosses are amazing. Holy crap. Okay. Still going. That's pretty good. 37, 35. All right, let's see where it goes from there. We still have a couple of mosses. Oh, hold on. We still have a couple of mosses that we have to spill in here. Wow. So from 37.35 to 43.85. So we're talking 650 grams from that. Okay. Yep. You are completely right to protect every percent that you get, because a percent could end up being, well, you know, like several tens of grams of gold. So I can see how it's definitely worth it. We're going to pass 5,000 over here. Because remember, we got the hog pans we still have to fill up too. So, needless to say, they definitely improved the speed at which you lose gold to the miner's moss. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I totally get it. All right, hog pan. Show us your value. Now, this was only like 76%, but we'll see how far it rolls. Even if we get an extra like 100 or 200 grams, that ain't bad. That's one bucket. Miner's moss, man. Man, the miner's moss is where it's at. What the hell? The freaking hog pan's doing better than the jig. Or, no, it's not. The jig did, no, per bucket of jig, the the hog pan looks like it's doing legitimately better. All right, last bucket. Here we go. And then that'll finish it off. What are we at when we start off? 23.94, 27. It was 20 something. So at the very least, we got around at least 2,700 to 3,000 grams of gold. All right, so that's gonna be it. 54.66. Not too shabby, man. That is worth a pretty friggin' penny over on the market. Let's go ahead and turn all this crap off, make sure all our machinery is off, and head over to the blacksmith shop to sell our haul. So, the comment about turning the water off for the miner's moss. Well worth it now. Well worth it. Well worth it. Especially since it seems like the miner's moss is where you're gonna get the majority of your, really? You're gonna get the, come on, man, what the crap is going on over here? I can't Austin Powers my way out of this. You're gonna get a majority of your gold per clean out. All right, blacksmith, I got all kinds of gold for you today. All kinds. There's your $1,900. Seems like a pretty good deal for the guy. 1,900 bucks. Melt down my gold. I mean, to be fair, we are sort of millionaires. We have millions of dollars in assets, I guess. You know, we don't have the liquid cash on us, but we're doing all right. We got big ass machinery laying around in there, have you? Let me go ahead and Vin Diesel my way over here. Slam into the old fire hydrant over here. Not like anyone's using it after all. There hasn't been a fire over here in Gold Town in quite some time. Over here by the bars of gold, 220 grand for that one. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and replace our duplex jigs and pray to God that the replacing of the duplex jigs is substantially more impressive than what they're currently giving us. There it is. The gravel pump. I'd like 2 of them, if you please. Have a huge impact on performance, which is better for the pump. All right. Now, this isn't, I'm not gonna have to buy a million more friggin' things in order to move these over, right? Because these don't count as machines anymore. I don't think. I pray to God not. Okay, luckily they did not. Crap. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, whatever. Hold on. You go over there. You go over there. Why is it always freaking default to old Arnold parcel? It's my own fault. I should be paying attention. Look at this beautiful duo of gravel pumps. Come with me if you want to live, gravel pump. Yes. Luckily, the truck is good for something. You can move the stuff around your claim very easily with it. Look at how simplistic this is. No damage to the vehicle or anything. It's freaking great. All right. It's time for the boring part. Well, or the part that drives me insane, whatever. Hey, I don't know if you like to see that sort of thing or not, but I gotta rip these 2 pumps out. I gotta put the it's on its side. I gotta put the brand new gravel pumps in, and then we're gonna be almost completely tier 5. After this, all we have to replace is our trommel, I think, and that's it. Then we're gonna be 100% tier 5. At that point, it'll be all toward working on getting the next Frankenstein so we can make our days and jobs even a little bit easier and make even more money. Guys, I hope you're enjoying Gold Rush, where we are one step closer to tier 5, I don't know, epicness, monarchy, monotony, or monopoly? Monopoly, ultra power. Until the next time, stay foxy and much love.